In this series, we will create a simple platformer in Unity to showcase test-driven game development. You can see a short gameplay loop of the first milestone. I have developed the project thus far in a private repository. However, everything we will create in upcoming videos will be available in a public repository with a MIT license. I personally will stick to very basic assets, but feel free to clone the repository and add your own twist to the growing game if you feel like it. The link to the repository can be found in the description. During this series, we will try to keep things practical. Instead of giving you a theoretical introduction into test-driven development, I rather show it via practical application, beginning in tutorial 1. As we go, I will comment on certain aspects of test-driven development and why I think it is the best approach for any kind of software project. But for now, let's focus on the first milestone as our mark to showcase basic gameplay concepts. It will be unrefined, but we will improve upon it in the future. The following 4 goals shall be met in this first milestone. First, we will employ a test-driven approach, which is the main staple of the series. Second, we will implement directional movement, jump and wall jump, as well as a telekinesis skill that consumes a regenerating resource, which we will call mana for now. Third, components shall be small with dedicated responsibilities. This should allow us to employ a very modular game design, in which the same component can be used to achieve different behaviors. As a side note, test-driven development often automatically leads to such a software design. Fourth, we will also opt to use scriptable objects as a communication layer between game objects that rely on each other. As you can see in this video, the player will be able to move, jump and wall jump. The telekinesis skill will allow the player to move objects or themselves. This can later be used to traverse terrain, block enemy attacks, destroy obstacles, solve puzzles and more. I have already begun to formulate some goals for the second milestone. This one will be fully dedicated to fleshing out the telekinesis skill, so that one can hold multiple objects in the air, shoot them at a target or target location and make it easier for the player to use the skill on themselves. But for that we will need to begin with our first milestone. I hope you will enjoy the series and can take something useful away from it. Also be aware that I created tutorial 1 before this video, so there may be some redundancy in announcing the series. But other than that, we will go into the thick of things with a small dummy component in the next video. Let me know what you think and thanks for watching.